first started this thing, I don't think we ever thought it would go this far.
I'm just amazed to see how many people come out and support us. I want to show these people the best times of their life.
It's incredible how quickly you can move from zero to the degree of popularity those guys have now without an industry behind you.
Dream big and work harder than everyone else, and you never know what could happen.
Dom keeps it real, he's kept it real the whole time. He's not like big timing anybody. He's not letting it go to his head. He studied jazz at the Manhattan School, so he made an incredible modern jazz record right at the same time he was starting the B.I.G concept. He has this whole other side to his ability with music that people don't even know about it.
I was living in New York, and I was kind of like, well, what am I going to do now with my life? I was playing like $50 jazz gigs. And then I got this email one day from my friend who was like, hey, there's this band, they're really cool, called the Motet. They're coming through New York, like you should check them out. You love them.
And he found out we were looking for a saxophonist, and he sat in. It was instant chemistry.
We toured quite a bit for, a good 4 years or something. I did that with those guys.
I met Dom through the Motet guys, and we played together, and then we became friends after that. And a lot of where B.I.G came from was experimenting in the basement when we lived together. He would make tracks on his computer and then bring it downstairs, and we would just jam over it. We would just play over it.
Dom's one of those kind of guys that once he sets his mind to something, he's very consistent about his work ethic. So he's working on it all the time,
There's these videos that I have that my mom gave me of me playing, and I'm literally like 3 or 4 years old. And I have a drum kit, and I have like a Fraggle Rock guitar. The song is playing the whole time, and I'm like switching instruments and doing all that stuff. So at some point when I was really little, I was just like decided I was a performer.
But move your feet, touch the sky. And then when the drum solo starts, I think you take a time, and that's gonna be it. Okay, so here's where it starts, right here.
There's like a lot of weird connections to the Motet and Dom and me. It's really wild, these little things that happened that ended up kind of connecting. And I sat in with this band, Global Funk Council. They were like, you should move to Boulder and study with Dave Watts, who's the drummer of the Motet.
Jeremy and I have a rapport. He used to actually come on the road and be our drum tech, years ago when Dom was in the Motet. He's always been a great player, and to see him sort of rise up and grab the bull by the horns with this whole project is pretty amazing. So I got mad respect for him.
And that's it. And then we go into Touch the Sky. Start now. So, Matt, this is where the horns will come in here with the long tone thing. Check it.
What's interesting is that the collaboration side of it is something that Dom and I have been doing since we started playing music. And that's how I met Dom, was essentially in a jam session, in a collaboration.
Dom's such an incredible saxophonist, and like for him to come and bring what he offers musically and harmonically to this genre is so cool and so unique.
These guys are some of my best friends. So I get to see them, hang out with them, make music with them, and really it brings my whole Colorado thing like just completely full circle, you know. I first heard even about Red Rocks when I moved here to Colorado.
The first time I came here was like I was hiking with some friends and like stood on a stage just thinking to myself, this is like what I want to do with my life. I want to play here someday. I played so many different gigs, you know, wedding gigs, bar mitzvahs, like just everything, man. We totally appreciate where we are, but we try and give back to our fans as much as possible because we wouldn't have any of it without them.
Awesome, nice one, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys, little G's, man. You guys, seriously, man, we couldn't do this shit without y'all, man. Appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you. Hey, likewise. Nice. Thanks, you guys. Really appreciate it. We'll see y'all tonight, man. Thanks again for coming out. We're glad to be here, man. Much love, you guys.
Okay, I just can't wait. I just feel like
You can't wait.
all right, hey, have a great show, man. You're gonna fucking, yeah, we
did it.
We're gonna fucking destroy this one. Hey, good. Hey, a little whoa team. Should we get it?
Yeah.
Whoa. Looking good, bros. Woo! All right, we'll see you in a minute. Okay.
Oh, we forgot the flags.
Oh yeah, that's what we forgot. The flags. Flags.
Let me get you
Right
up.
now, we gotta
Oh,
walk
you're
out.
carrying them out.
Here. Wait, just wait right here. Just wait right here.
Walking up now.
Yo, we had to come back for the flags, man. We can't forget that shit. Let's go. We good? Cool. Hey, could you do me a favor and just will you just make my second computer just go all the way dark? Oh, you did? Cool. There's something about having your own show here. It's just like, wow, you just want everything to go right. Honestly, I feel like I have so much adrenaline, like going into war or something. Yes, sir. Hey, the fucking boss. Love you, man. Yeah, we're ready. You guys, we love you so much.
This thing, Dom and I have put just so much work in it, and luckily everybody's picked up on it and are digging it, and there's this like whole life that I never thought could be possible just from playing music and kind of making that my career. We work our asses off and really try and really make something that's like honest to us and try and, you know, have fun and make something cool and try and push things a little bit and push our listeners' ears a little bit.
So we were like, what can we do to be different and do some cool stuff? And the idea kind of came up. It was like, oh, what about like a marching band or something? And I was like, oh, that's perfect. What's up, guys? How we doing? Looking good. Looking good, y'all.
How's everything? You guys all good? Yeah. Y'all feeling good? Looking good, looking good. So, yeah, sorry it was real quick today. Everyone, we just got bang, 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 bang. But no worries, we got it, okay? We got it. Woo! It's just like you're gonna go out on the field and stuff, and then just boom, just gun it out. Be counting while you're going. You know, take a look back at me. I'll reassure you. I'll give a little wave. Make sure everything's gonna be okay. It's just boom. Before you know it, it's gone. So just enjoy it. Have a great time. You know, be loud, be big. You know, put it out there, and we're gonna kill it. It's gonna be really, really awesome. And we got it. You guys feeling good?
Yeah! So we have a thing that we kind of do in our band, and we should do it.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a heck yeah? Heck yeah!
You know, I can relate to the marching band guys and, you know, all kids that are in band because I did it through school. Doing that whole thing is definitely a stigma around it of like, oh, these guys are band geeks and whatever, and it's not a cool thing to do.
You know, it's cool to have these kids involved so they can really sort of like see that there is like a life past the whole marching band or high school band experience, you know.
Guys looked out there, this place is hopping, man. It is totally full.
The best teachers that I had were the ones who planted that thing inside me that made me want to keep just moving forward. When I went over there to rehearse the other day, I literally got on the phone with my manager and I was like, this makes the whole experience worth it. Like just going to rehearse with them, you know? You see them kind of like when you walk in the room and they're like, the kids are all like they're like all weird. And then at the end, they're like shining, you know?
He just kind of came in and had fun with the kids, you know. I just think that this is one of those things that, you know, is going to fire the kids up. It's just another avenue. It's another, you know, lens that they can look through for music.
When you're younger, you love music in whatever shape it is. And growing up, I thought only like huge bands that you see on radio or TV or whatever could actually be successful and make a living doing it. But it's really cool to be able to do something really special with those kids and kind of show them we're following our dream and everything. So it's pretty cool.
I really appreciate the fact that they're paying it forward and they're getting somebody else fired up. And maybe this is one of those things, or maybe Dom and Jeremy turn into one of those kind of influential people with these kids.
Please help me welcome the Eagle Crest High School Marching Band from right here in Denver, Colorado, y'all. Let's go. Yo, let me see those dollars in the air. Let me see those hands up.
So fulfilling for us to be able to do that for these kids and give them something really cool to take away.
It's amazing to see kids' eyes like light up when they realize that you can really do anything you want if you put your mind to it.
You're in high school, the idea of doing it for a living, or when you watch a live concert, it's like, how do you get from this point to that point? It seems so strange because it's not like a lot of careers where you like go to college and then you're good. Like the idea of making it as a musician, there's no degree that like puts you in front of a crowd, you know? So I think it's priceless to have that experience.
Will you guys please help me welcome my homies from the Motet. Make some noise, come on! Colorado, you ready to turn it up with us one time? Higher! Higher! Here we go! 1, 2, 3. Please make some noise for my homies from the Motet.
We've been through a lot together, and we've come up together in the scene. So the fact that he isn't just like forgotten about us or, you know, gone on to something else, but he remembers, you know, who was with him from the beginning, especially in Colorado. It's great, you know, and he's the bro, he's the friend, and he keeps it musical. You know, it's still about the music, which I really appreciate. I've never seen an audience so engaged with the band and so attentive to what Dom's looking for. You know, he's like, hands in the air, and there's 10,000 people with their hands in the air. I'm just seeing this crazy sea of, you know, massive people that are just moving all together. It's really psychedelic.
You know, we've all been there when you want something more than anything, but it just feels like it's impossible. I just remember being in college and there was just like, no way. I was like, how am I gonna pay off my student loan? I'm never gonna pay off my student loan in my life. I'm gonna like die with debt. My dad was like, you should be a lawyer. My mom was like, what are you gonna do when you don't make it? And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it, and then we'll just see what happens. So. I had this one moment where I was like in college, you know, I just got done with rehearsal. I was like walking back to my dorm and I was listening to John Coltrane and I just started tearing and had a moment. And I was like, this is it. This is what I'm gonna do forever. Like, I don't care if I'm like a homeless dude on the street or whatever. This makes me feel like this and this is what I'm gonna do. That was one big moment for me where I was like, I'd never look back.
I can't even believe this is happening. It literally like takes my breath away, and every time that we've played, I've gotten like teary-eyed throughout the show, just from like being here. What's cool is we've gotten where we are, and we never thought we'd make it here, so sky is the limit for us. We don't have any limitations on what we want to do. Let's keep dreaming. There's no reason to stop.
I want to win a Grammy someday. You know, I would like die a very, very happy man.
Colorado, for real, we can't thank you guys enough. It's been a fucking magical weekend, man. We can't thank you enough. We love you so much. We appreciate your support all the way from day one to all the way right now, man. 5 years later, here we are, 2 nights at Red Rocks, sold out. We couldn't have done it without each and every one of you guys, man. That's what's up. We love you so much. That's Jeremy Salkin. My name is Dominic Lally, and we are Big Gigantic.
Greatest tattoo ever.
What? I wish we had like real cats, like and then like to like hold them and then like look like high school picture style.